is happening, everybody? My name's Seven and welcome to a PUBG video. Now in today's video we're going to be taking a look at 5 locations that will gift you decent, if not great, loot sometimes when you land there. That is pretty much safe to land, in the sense that not many people land here. Now if you want to support the channel or join my Discord or suggest other ideas, fire away in the comment section below. That would be greatly appreciated. I'm all for listening to your ideas. So let's get into number 1. Now number 1 is the Quarry. It is located on the bottom left corner of the map, as you can see where I'm circling right now in the standard map on PUBG. Now the Quarry is a bit complex for some people, in the sense that it has lots of layers. You can spend a long time here looting, but there's lots of fiddly outhouses, lots of rocks, lots of different levels with different buildings, and I've often found really good gear here, like level 3 gear. I've had level 3 backpacks, level 3 helmets, assault rifles, loads of medication as well. That happens quite often, and in general it's a good place to land for solos or duos. I probably wouldn't land here for group because there probably isn't enough to keep everybody happy with the loot. It is a large area, but like I say, it only provides a certain level of good gear, but definitely is an underrated location that will definitely keep you somewhat safe. It's rare people actually land here. Now let's go and take a look at number 2. Number 2 is known as Ferry Point, and it isn't too far away from where the Quarry actually is. It flies in pretty close to the military base, and for an area being quite close to the military base, you'd be quite surprised at how many people actually jump here. There really isn't that many people that actually jump here. If the plane's flying over the top of it, a couple of people might jump, but even then this was a jump right over the top of it, and I managed to find myself some ARs and some decent gear to carry on throughout the game. So I'd advise definitely landing here once again, most likely for solos and for duos. There are other settlements you could move to from this location further up, and also you could head up to Primosk as well once you've got your gear from here. So for the safe landing, get your good gear, head up to Primosk and get some more loot there. So it could work in group as well if you use that strategy. Of course, if you have other places, please do let me know in the comments if you actually land here as well, if it's one of your favorites. Now let's have a look at number 3. This is my favorite one without a doubt, because there is a lot of loot here and it's gifted me a lot of great stuff all of the time. Now this is known as Zaki. Zaki's up in the top left hand corner of the map, and it is a place that barely anyone ever goes because it just feels so out of the way. I've never ever had a zone focus on this area ever. I've had zones close to it, but I've definitely never had like an actual end zone finish in this location. It might just be me, you might have had different, I don't actually know. But in this location you can find car sniper rifles, level 3 backpacks, assault rifles, lots of ammunition, loads of level 3 gear all over the place. It obviously does vary, but it is a high loot potential location, and the plane does often fly through center map. So all you do is use the long fly strategy and you will land here in Zaki. You and your squad mates can arrive here and you can all guarantee to get decent loot. So definitely land here, it's a rather safe location. Our 4th location is an area that is pretty good for solo because there isn't a lot of loot here. There is a limit to how you can actually loot this area. It is known as Woodland, that's what I like to call it, and it is up on a hill just behind Shelter. Now there's a lot of people landing near the shelters or by the prison and going over to Milk to Power at this point, so not very many people land here at the beginning of the game. It's more for people who get forced here in the later game when the end zone appears here. I've finished the end game here a good couple of times. There's lots of logs, lots of different crates and items that carry all sorts of different bits and bobs, ammunition, submachine guns, backpacks. I've never really found that much level 3, but I found enough to definitely do damage, like 7.62 with maybe the car sniper on the rare occasion. But it's definitely best if you land here in solos, not in group, because there just definitely will not be enough to keep a full squad alive. But it's a safer place to land because most people rarely go here for sure. Now our final location is going to be the location known as the farm. Now the farm is one of those places where some people jump. It's not very often, and the reason why people do jump here is because there are loads of little settlements of lots of houses around the area, and it tends to give you enough gear to set up in preparation for maybe a bridge camp or people that are obviously pushing over out of military military, or if you want to push into military, this is an area people do tend to come to. And I find alright gear here on a reasonable basis, so you will find enemies the odd occasion, so it is the least favourite area I chose out of this video, but it can be a brilliant area for finding enough loot to keep you and your teammates alive. I hope this video is helpful to you, and I hope you visit these locations and you get that chicken dinner. If you have other locations for future videos, let me know in the comments. That'd be awesome. My name's B7, also known as Martin Lee Wood. Like and comment on all that you love. Peace.